Hey, good morning. It's Jim Wolf. For this module, we're looking at World War One, and we've been asked to create a video talking about an aspect of World War One that we find interesting. And I know we were supposed to focus on people or places or battles, but instead, I've decided to take a look at instead of those, kind of a general concept, which I find interesting, which is America's attempt at neutrality at the onset of World War One. It's such a foreign concept to us in this day and age. We have not seen America be neutral in anything, really. So the thought that this war to end all wars, had started across the ocean, and Americans were, for the most part, kind of staying out of it, is really a foreign concept. They were involved a little bit, but to a degree, it almost seemed like they were involved in an effort to make some money, providing horses, providing bullets, providing technology, providing medicine, providing ships, providing things like that. Definitely did not have them totally uninvolved, but they had not sent any troops and had not declared for one side or the other. All of that and the concept of neutrality started to change. What was it? 1916, I think, is about the time it started to change, when the Lusitania was sunken. About that time, also, German citizens, I guess German American citizens here on U.S. soil, had started to kind of dig in a little bit. They were proud of their country. They had a lot of relatives overseas fighting their fight. And what started to happen is there was some general concern that German citizens here in America may have been spies or created a spy network, and they were possibly sabotaging things like horses, and there were some ship explosions. In fact, even interestingly enough, at the onset of the war, Germany had some U-boats parked in New York, and German sailors were on U.S. soil. Um, Woodrow Wilson did his absolute best to stay neutral and stay out of the war. But one event that ended up really kind of the straw that broke the camel's back was the Zimmerman note, which I find insanely interesting. And the Zimmerman note was a note from a German ambassador who, what is his name? Darn it. I can't remember what his name is. A German ambassador who had sent a note to the Mexican government, and it was actually intercepted. Wait a minute. The German ambassador's name is Zimmerman. That's his name. All right. So it was this note was intercepted by U.S. intelligence, and in this note, basically the German government was offering assistance to the Mexican government, and also offering them a chance to gain some of their land back that they had lost to the Americans at the end of the 19th century, in exchange for having the Americans engaged in a battle with the Mexican government. The German government's hope, was that that would occupy the Americans' focus and kind of keep them out of the European campaign. It totally backfired. If Wilson was a passionate man, in any sense, that really riled him up, and that's what got him to declare war. And in early April 1917, he put that or it was put to a vote in Congress and won almost in a landslide effort. And thus was the end of America's neutrality and World War One, which is one of my favorite parts of World War One. All right. Thank you so much. Take it easy.